Hello everyone, I'm Reiki Master Sharon, and I am going to be reading the third chapter of my book, Transmute the Shadow, How Energy Blockages Get Manifested in the Emotional and Physical Body. You can purchase this on Amazon if you're interested. It is available in paperback, hardcover, and ebook versions. I hope you guys don't mind, but Mira is here and she wants some attention. Say hi, Mira. Yep, that's my baby. And you may hear her meowing throughout this, and I apologize, but I basically want to continue this video series because I understand that there are some people who sometimes struggle with retaining the knowledge that they're reading when they're reading by themselves, or, if we hear it and read it at the same time, we can kind of tend to have a better way of integrating that knowledge. So before we get into the third chapter, this one is about the sacral chakra, and I wanted to wait a little while for everyone to catch up because I understand that the root chakra is very dense energy, and some of these things can be very triggering, and I wanted to give you guys time to process those emotions and work through that stuff before we went further into the book. So I'm going forward in faith that you guys are going to, take this at your own pace. It's okay if you're not ready to move on to this chapter yet. It will be here when you're ready. Okay? So as a medical disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I can't prescribe you anything. If you feel like you need someone to help you through this, I definitely suggest that you speak to a medical professional, psychiatrist, or things along those lines to help you along in your journey if you feel like this isn't enough. Okay? Also, I did write this book with the help of AI, so I just wanted to get those disclaimers out of the way. So we'll go into the third chapter now. Hold on a second. Mira's trying to pull down the tripod. All right, babe, come on. Love you. So, chapter 3, Awakening the Flow, the Power of the Sacral Chakra. The sacral chakra, located just below the navel, is a center of creativity, emotional expression, pleasure, sensuality, romantic relationships, and connection. It is the womb of creation, the place where we birth ideas, emotions, and new realities. This chakra governs our ability to embrace joy, honor our desires, and experience intimacy with ourselves and others. It is also where we hold deep-seated emotions, particularly those connected to guilt, shame, and past traumas. When balanced, we feel inspired, emotionally free, and confident in our abilities to express ourselves authentically. However, when blocked or wounded, it can manifest in different ways. Emotional signs of blocked sacral chakra: creative stagnation and lack of inspiration, difficulty experiencing pleasure or intimacy, guilt and shame around self-expression, sexuality, or emotions, overdependence on others for validation, codependency, emotional repression, or excessive emotional outbursts. Healing the sacral chakra is about reclaiming our right to feel, to create, and to connect in a healthy way without fear or guilt. Physical signs of a blocked sacral chakra: lower back pain. Unresolved emotions can create tension in this area. Reproductive issues, irregular cycles, sexual dysfunction, fertility struggles. Kidney and bladder problems, urinary tract infections, dehydration, kidney stress. Underactive sacral chakra: lack of passion and drive, feeling uninspired, disinterested in life, low libido or sexual aversion, difficulty enjoying intimacy or connection, difficulty expressing emotions, feeling emotionally numb or detached, creativity block, struggling to think outside the box or feel inspired, fear of pleasure, feeling guilty for enjoying life or relaxing. Overactive sacral chakra: emotional overwhelm, mood swings, impulsive decisions, intense highs and lows, overindulgence in pleasure, addictive behaviors, food, sex, substances, thrill-seeking, codependency in relationships, seeking constant validation and emotional highs, lack of boundaries, saying yes too often, losing self-identity in relationships, hypersexuality, feeling driven by lust rather than genuine connection. Sacral chakra correspondence. Day of the week, Friday. Planet, Venus. Zodiac signs, Taurus and Libra. Color, orange. Element, water. Healing foods, oranges, mangoes, nuts, seeds, coconut, honey. Aromatherapy, sweet orange, patchouli, vetiver, and sandalwood. Crystals, carnelian, orange calcite, moonstone. Sacred practice, dance, sensual movement, creative arts, emotional release work. Venus, Freya, and the sacred power of creation. In my energy work, I have noticed that the planet Venus strongly influences the sacral chakra, particularly in those ruled by Taurus and Libra. Venus presents pleasure, creativity, and the power of attraction, mirroring the fluid, sensual, and artistic nature of the chakra. Interestingly, the day of Venus is Friday, which aligns with Norse mythology where Freya, the goddess of love, beauty, and magic, was honored. Like Venus, Freya symbolizes the sacred power of creation and self-expression. By recognizing the Venus energy within us, we begin to embrace our right to express beauty, connection, and joy without guilt. The sacral chakra, Venus, Aphrodite, Taurus, and Libra. The sacral chakra is the center of our emotions, creativity, sensuality, and relationships. It is the seat of pleasure, the divine creative energy where passion and inspiration were born. This chakra is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, pleasure, and harmony, and resonates deeply with Taurus and Libra, the two zodiac signs governed by Venus. Venus, the embodiment of love, sensuality, and creation. Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty, mirrors the sacral chakra's themes of intimacy, self-worth, connection, and creative expression. Venus teaches us to embrace pleasure without guilt, to honor our desires, and to cultivate beauty in all aspects of life. When this chakra is open and balanced, we feel passionate, expressive, emotionally free, and deeply connected to ourselves and others. In mythology, Aphrodite, the Greek counterpart to Venus, was born from the sea, symbolizing the fluidity and depth of emotion, much like how the sacral chakra flows with the element of water. Just as Venus governs our ability to give and receive love, the sacral chakra controls our ability to embrace pleasure, creativity, and relationships without fear or shame. Taurus energy, the earthly expression of Venus. Taurus, an earth sign, represents sensory pleasure, stability, and physical indulgence. These are aspects deeply tied to the sacral chakra. Taurus teaches us to appreciate life's pleasures through touch, taste, and beauty. Create a life of comfort, security, and abundance. Honor our body's desires and allow ourselves to receive pleasure freely. However, when the sacral chakra is blocked, Taurus energy can manifest as stagnation, being stuck in their ways, overindulgence in food and material things, a tendency to be stubborn and resistant to change. Healing the chakra helps us align with Taurus's ability to enjoy life's sensual delights while maintaining balance. Libra energy, balancing your passions. Libra, an air sign, expresses Venus in the realm of relationships, harmony, and emotional balance. Where Taurus is sensual and grounded, Libra is romantic and intellectual, teaching us that love must flow both ways, giving and receiving in balance. Healthy relationships come from self-worth, not external validation. Beauty exists in the way we communicate, connect, and create harmony with others. However, when the sacral chakra is out of balance in Libra, we may experience codependency in romantic relationships, feeling we need to adapt to our partner's needs, fear of rejection while expressing ourselves creatively, inability to express our emotions honestly and authentically. Healing the sacral chakra allows us to find balance in relationships with the help of Libra and embrace our passions authentically with Taurus. Childhood wounds that impact the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is highly affected by our childhood wounds, particularly through our early emotional experiences and relationships. If we were shamed, suppressed, or traumatized, we may have learned to disconnect from our emotions, desires, or creative energy. Some common wounds include sexual abuse or shame around sexuality. I want to reinforce, if this is triggering to you, then you can stop now and come back when it is aligned with you, or if you feel strong enough to go forward, okay? So children who experience sexual abuse, inappropriate boundaries, or shame surrounding their bodies and natural curiosity often develop deep blocks in the sacral chakra. Research indicates that sexual trauma can lead to significant mental and physical health challenges affecting future romantic and sexual relationships. These experiences may result in fear of intimacy or emotional vulnerability, hypersexuality or lack of intimate boundaries or self-worth, difficulty trusting others or difficulty trusting themselves or others, dissociation from pleasure or feeling unworthy of love. Healing from these wounds requires deep self-compassion, trauma release work, and sometimes professional guidance. Number 2, emotional suppression and overly critical parenting. If we grew up in a household where self-expression was criticized, emotions were invalidated, or creativity was not nurtured, we may have learned to shut down our emotional world. This can manifest as fear of expressing emotions for fear of rejection or ridicule, feeling guilty for taking up space or having desires, believing creativity or pleasure is unimportant or selfish. A suppressed sacral chakra often results in people-pleasing tendencies where a person prioritizes making others comfortable over honoring their own truth. This stifles their ability to create authentically. Number 3, codependency and the need for external validation. A major sacral chakra imbalance that I see is codependency, which stems from the belief that we must be needed to be loved. It often forms in childhood when love was conditional, only given when we were good or pleasing. Caregivers were emotionally unavailable, so we learned to meet their needs first. We were rewarded for suppressing our own desires in favor of others' expectations. Signs of codependency include seeking external validation to feel worthy, feeling responsible for others' emotions, difficulty setting healthy boundaries, confusing sacrifice with love. To heal, we must release the belief that love must be earned and embrace the truth that we are inherently worthy just as we are. We all have gifts of authentic creation that can benefit and inspire humanity. To learn more about codependency, you can read this article by Mental Health America, found in the reference section at the end of the book. Breaking free from limiting beliefs. The beliefs we hold in our subconscious shape our reality. Healing the sacral chakra requires identifying and releasing limiting beliefs such as, my needs and desires don't matter. I must sacrifice myself to be loved. Pleasure is selfish or indulgent. I am responsible for making others happy. Affirmations for the sacral chakra. To rewire the subconscious mind, affirmations should be repeated daily with intention and feeling. Here are some powerful affirmations to reclaim your creativity and emotional power. I am worthy of pleasure, love, and emotional freedom. I embrace my emotions without judgment and embrace my passion. I allow creativity to flow freely through me as the divine gift that it is. I release guilt and shame, embracing my divine right to joy by creatively expressing myself authentically. I create a life that honors my passions and desires. My relationships are balanced, joyful, and fulfilling. I am safe to express myself authentically through my creations. I radiate confidence, sensuality, and authentic self-expression, healing and rebalancing the sacral chakra. To restore balance in the chakra, engage in activities that nurture your emotional and creative flow. Number 1, expressive movement and dance. Since the sacral chakra is ruled by the element of water, movement is a powerful way to unstick stagnant energy. Dancing, yoga, or even gentle hip opening exercises can release trapped emotions and restore flow. Number 2, creative expression. Painting, singing, writing, or any artistic pursuit helps unlock suppressed creative energy, even if you don't see yourself as creative. Expressing yourself without judgment is deeply healing. Number 3, sensory indulgence and pleasure rituals. Wear soft fabrics that feel good against your skin. Enjoy warm baths with essential oils like orange or ling ling. Sorry. Eat juicy, vibrant foods to awaken the senses. Light candles and listen to sensual music to create a nurturing environment. Number 4, boundary work and self-love. Setting boundaries is a crucial aspect of sacral chakra healing. Begin practicing saying no without guilt, honoring your own needs before overextending to others, choosing relationships that are mutually fulfilling rather than one-sided, giving yourself a safe space to express your creativity and passions, embracing your creativity and emotional power. When we heal the sacral chakra, we reclaim our joy, sensuality, and creative potential. We learn to honor our desires without guilt, express our truth without fear, create love, and connect without losing ourselves in the process. This is the path of true liberation, where we no longer seek validation outside of ourselves, but instead embrace our divine right to experience life fully, freely, and unapologetically. Closing thoughts. The sacral chakra is the center of creativity, emotions, pleasure, and flow, allowing us to experience joy, passion, and connection without guilt or fear. Healing the chakra is not about seeking constant bliss, but about moving fluidly through life with openness, presence, and self-acceptance. When we honor our emotions and creative power, we awaken the divine flow within, turning life itself into an art form of joy, passion, and purpose. So that was the third chapter of the book, and I hope that you guys got something out of that. If you did, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Please tell me what your breakthroughs are or what you're feeling coming up within you as we read this. I would love to hear your experiences, and I hope to see you guys next time for chapter 4. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.